finna bring this shit back. Like MTV Raps. South Bronx in this motherfucker. It's Shy Beats in this motherfucker. It's Black Dave in this motherfucker.
Black Dave, you don't leave much to the imagination.
But you're not really like. I mean, I've seen a little. You're like Chocolate Dave.
I mean, the name actually stemmed from like hanging out with a group of guys that you were probably the only black guy, right?
It was more so.
It's
It was a
Black
very
Dave.
very diverse crew. Like I had Spanish dudes in there, Asian guys, white guys, black dudes as well. But
How
it was
you
kinda,
get Black
It was
Dave?
more
though?
so my attitude that separated me from the group. I was one who stood out and kind of, showed my energy in a way so forth that dubbed me Black Dave.
I feel like this layer of New York rappers like took off quickly.
Right.
Obviously, Rocky leading that rocket, you know what I mean? And then I felt like there's this other layer of New York rappers that kind of just like immediately caught a lot of heat because the attention Rocky brought back to the
That's
city.
right.
That leads with guys like you, Bams, like these artists that are definitely getting a lot of attention. Do you agree with that, or am I off?
Most definitely. Like ASAP Rocky, when he dropped the Purple Swag and that first little
Pivotal
of
moment.
ASAP, it was a moment when there wasn't a big sort of independent grind for rappers in New York. And it had a very DIY feel, very do-it-yourself. Like you could go make a music video, throw it up on these blogs, and people will start following you. And he did kind of build a cult following, and from there you started seeing people like Flatbush Zombies,
Yeah.
World's Fair. A lot of people kind of get a good name out of New York.
I kind of peep game and I'm following, what it is that everybody's doing, at least in New York, because I'm a fan of rap, underground primarily. And I was like, damn, but this kid is not like layering rap with, and I also am a skater to get that niche market. All you know is skate, and hip hop kind of was layered on top of that. And now this is becoming your primary source of income, but skate is you. I read a recent interview with you that, correct me if I'm wrong, you were like, when I go on tour, I'm bringing a ton of skateboards out there, you know what I mean? Because I need to skate, you know what I mean? It's like a fix.
Yeah, that's what it is, man. It's something that never leaves you. It's like kind of when basketball players, they not on tour playing basketball, they got to go to the court and they got to get some hours in, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is my life, and everybody that rolls with me skates. They may not be sponsored or have a whole bunch of endorsements or footage out like I do, but they working and they all on their grind with it.
Okay, I wanted to get to Black Bart, obviously the most recent project you released.
Turn up.
And the visuals to the Black Bart, I felt like really connected and they resonated. A lot of people spoke very highly of your visual game. And obviously, most notable, you pulled Homie from Kids. He played a role.
Leo
How did that come
Fitzpatrick.
about?
Well, Leo Fitzpatrick, who played Telly in Kids, he skates. So we skated together a bunch of times.
Look at that.
Pretty much, I played him a song. He was just like, I like it, da-da-da-da. And I showed him a video. And he was like, yo, you should have me be in the next video. So I was like, you know what? Like, I'm going to work on something. I'm going to bring you in for that. So that's what it was.
Can we talk about Black Donald Trump and how do we get to the most recent video and how you've grown, I guess, visually? Because that's, to me, the most impressive thing.
It's all creatives at the end of the day. But, once you start to hit and miss, you try stuff, you get better and better at stuff. You're always going to come with a better concept or better grounds, better locations. I direct all my own videos, so that's something that I pay a lot of attention to. I want to direct movies. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect. My favorite director, Spike Jonze. Shout out to him. He just won an Oscar. I recently did an interview with Spike Jonze too. So
Really?
just somebody like that. Like,
Hold up,
know
you
what I'm saying?
interviewed Spike Jonze?
We interviewed each other actually.
What?
Wait, all right, now how did that go?
Pretty much, I asked him about old music videos, like old skate videos, and just how he mixed in the two. Cause I do the same thing. You know what I'm saying? I skate, make music. So him being the director and being the voice of that, just how he got it and how he made himself stand out from everyone else in the world where there's a lot of haters.
I know you're going on tour soon, but you just came off tour recently with the big homie of ours, Kush God.
Smoke Dizzle, yeah, most definitely.
How was that?
It was cool because that was my first time playing big venues, was stocked, full crowds. Every show was pretty much sold out. We went on, right before the Underachievers. I had a good 20-minute set every night. and just turned up. Like I'm talking crowd surfing, front flipping in the crowd, and people in other states, you know, knowing my lyrics and stuff like that. It's like, yo, this is crazy.
That's Black Dave, that's Black Dave, and Black Dave, and the other two was Black Dave with the lettering all caps, man. Public enemy on the block, man. But my remedy never stopped, man. A young Flavor Flav, no clock chain. What the fuck is time to a young king? All I do is shine, can't deny my grind.